Hello guys, welcome back. This is Ray as always. I'm on the Mindcrack fake, wannabe fan server, what do you want to call it. It's not fake, we're all real. I promise we're all real people. But anyway, I'm not really doing anything with anyone in particular right now. I wanted to show you a few things that I had actually been working on to show you I'm not completely neglecting Minecraft. Because I've been doing a lot of Terraria episodes lately. So I'm going to take you down here. I'm going to show you, I guess I can call this my prototype slime trap, because I had used the online slime finder. I guess I fat fingered the seed, because slimes don't spawn in these chunks. They spawn like one chunk diagonally that way. So I feel like an idiot. Anyway, there's one other guy online right now. And he actually helped me clear out all of this, so I told him, dude, I'm sorry, but there's actually no slimes down here. But anyway, this torch right here's keeping the water on, and it activates all the activates all the pistons, and you take out the power and clears the pad. So what I'm probably going to do is actually clear the slime chunk, and then remove the light from this room, leave the water here, and turn this into a hostile mob room, and then have the slime room right over there. Wire the two of them together with a couple of switches where you can you have a master on or off switch, and then a switch that toggles between do I want slimes or do I want hostile mobs. So when you flip it, it'll turn on whichever one's selected, and then you can toggle between one being on and the other being off, because we don't want them both on at the same time for obvious reasons. We're gonna end up having tons of mobs on the server, and the King's hosting it, and it would probably crash his box. He wouldn't be too happy, and bad things would happen from that. But it's one of the things I've been working on. The other thing I've been working on is my tower. Right over there. It's that weird looking, I guess, matchstick looking thing. It looks like a giant matchstick sticking out of the ground. Yeah, that's my tower over there. Well, this is our Christmas tree. Put it up. All resources donated by Luke. Thank you very much, Luke. But anyway, this is our wish wall. Here's all the people that are on the server. I hope that's just me walking around. Yeah, there's animals below here. These are all the people that are on the server. Half of them haven't been on to put anything on here. Don't know what's going on with that. But what you do is you're supposed to you just get a sign, throw it on the wall, put down what you want. Like, I wanted some slime balls and some glass and sand. And you're not supposed to look in your own chest, so I'm not going to open my chest. But there's a chest for each person, and like double chests here. You open it up, and it's got a divider in the middle, a wool divider. I'm not going to open any of these up because I don't want you guys, if you're watching, well, I guess I could open one of them up because some people haven't even made wishes yet. It's like Syndra and Rainbow Crisp. Yeah, they haven't made any wishes yet, so. Yeah, so somebody apparently gave him a lump of coal. But anyway, you have the two chests are divided, and then, of course, the single chest is just everything in there for that person. Really cool idea. I don't know which person, if either was Luke or King Noobs, one of the two. They came up with it originally, I believe. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry to whoever came up with it. I apologize, and I will not do it again. But yeah, here's my tower. Looks pretty neat. Thing about it is I came over here and they said, "Hey, Ray, this is your plot." Yeah, see all that dirt, and then even further down, all this water, and the dirt under here. See the dirt? I don't know if you can see it. It's deep underwater. Yeah, it was a giant hole all the way down that far. I dug a little bit deeper because there was a bunch of sand, and of course I wanted the sand, so I dug out all the sand and then replaced it all with dirt. I used like a double chest and like a single full of dirt to fill in the giant hole. So I was pretty busy just filling in the stupid hole. And then I built the tower, and then I got the netherrack on top. Well, the netherrack on top, there's something special inside of it. And to see what's going on with that, we're going to have to wait till dark time. So I'm just going to continue, showing you around if you haven't seen it already. This is our wheat farm. It's where we grow our wheat. Hence the name Wheat Farm. Apparently the stack of wheat I left in there is still there, so nobody's used it or grabbed any from there. Seeds galore. I don't know why Six Alona has a graveyard here. I guess this is her house. Anyway, moving on. I believe this is Rainbow's. I'm not sure. I think it's Rainbow Chris's house. This is Worthless 12. It's a brick house. And I kind of feel bad for him because every time he comes online, he has connection issues. And yeah, I'm not gonna steal anything. I promise. If you're watching this, I'm just looking. Every time I come online and he's online, I see him die, and it's not due to any lack of ability to stay alive on his part. It's more due to lack of his connection to receive the proper information from the server. He keeps lagging out, getting killed by random stuff, like he'll fall in lava, or he gets blown up by a creeper, or just killed by a zombie. I mean, obviously, zombies aren't that hard to kill, so it's obviously not anything he's doing. And then we have Mr. Pierce is over here. And I actually was just helping him. Down below his house, he had a dungeon and a bunch of... Yeah, you can see his little nameplate floating there. There he is. I see you. Wave to YouTube. There he goes. Jumping up and down. Oh! And he fell down. Anyway, he was down there clearing out some of his area, and it's starting to get dark, so I'm gonna come over here so you can see what's going on. Alright. You fall down, go boom. Alright, it's starting to get dark, so let's just watch the tower here. Now, I was building this up top, and in order for this to work, I needed a grass block. Oh, there it went. Look at that. Automatic lights. It gets dark, the lights come on. And when it gets light, the lights go out. But anyway, in order for it to work, I needed a grass block. And so I spent countless hours just sitting here waiting for grass to spread all the way up the dirt path that I made all the way to the top of the tower. And it was very boring. But anyway, that being said, I need to light this up some more. Anyway, that being said, yeah, I could take some of these torches. Today I finally got it to spread all the way to the top. And I was so happy because the grass is part of the circuit. Now the circuit that it uses is a light sensing bud switch. It's not my design. It's actually from Etho. So shout out to him. I'll link that video in my description. His little tutorial on how to make it. And so you can go over there and see. But what it does is it senses when it gets dark, and it activates a flip-flop, which changes the current coming out of the circuit, so you can do different things with it. and then when it gets light, it switches the current. So obviously, I have it hooked up to some sort of piston mechanism to turn the lights on and off. Anyway, this is my place. There's nothing in these floors yet. I just built it, going all the way up. And when I started, I didn't realize, yeah, there's a lot of floors, so this takes a little bit of a climb getting all the way to the top here. Hope none of y'all out there get dizzy watching me walk up these stairs. And my bed up at the very top of the tower. Anyway, let's go up and take a look at this circuit here. Alright, bam! That big grass monstrosity, that's the spud switch. This is a manual override. I can toggle it one way or the other. But basically what happens is, inside here there's 2 grass blocks. See how there's no grass on top of that right now? That's one of the 2. See this piston? When this block changes, either the grass dies or the grass grows. It makes the piston go out and then come back, and it toggles the flip-flop over here, which is the output. It changes the output and makes the pistons either expand or retract. The other updating block is, I believe, this one right here. Yeah. It's next to the other side here. Yeah, it's this block right here. So if either one of them grow or die, it changes the state of the circuit. There's this water pouring down. So when it's daytime, the water's pouring down. It gets dark. The water makes it dark enough to kill the grass. The grass dies. The block updates. The piston changes the state. And then there's also another signal going up here because there's a piston behind this grass block. It blocks the water flow, so when it gets daytime, there will be enough light for the grass to regrow and toggle the state back the other way. And then these are just a bunch of pistons. You know, you've got redstone torches. When the circuit toggles state, all the pistons the torches will activate, the pistons will push up, and then there's just lava blocks behind here that just flow straight down, and then you can see the light out the glass. And notice the whole roof is covered over, and there's a reason for that too, because you don't want light to get in here at the top when it's dark, because if it does, it's not going to kill the grass and kind of defeats the whole purpose of the circuit. So I've got enough light down here from torches to keep the grass alive so it can spread when it gets daytime. But when it's night, I don't want anything to activate to keep the grass from dying. So these are all half slabs. So mobs can't spawn on top of my area. You see the 4 grass blocks there. They have a glass block on top of them, so they won't die. So that keeps my roof mob free and the circuit working. Yay! All right. Can you sleep? Now we won't be outside to see it unless manage to get downstairs fast enough, which I doubt. So I'm going to sit here, and you'll be able to hear the circuit change. Actually, I'm going to try to run up there, and you can watch it change. So let's just wait for him to take a nap. But anyway, I've been spending a lot of time in Minecraft doing this. I also did a race for wool the other day. I haven't rendered any of that yet. All right, here we go. So when I get that up, those will be going up too. All right, now we're just waiting for this to grow. We're gonna come up here and watch it. Let's watch the grass grow, man. But anyway, once I get that rendered, that'll be going up. It was a test on one of the new race for wool map. It actually isn't finished yet, so keep that in mind when you're watching it. It actually goes rather quickly, so I did that, and I've been spending a lot of time on here, just building this stupid tower, waiting for grass to grow. And apparently I get to wait for it to grow a little longer. So, anyway, oh, there it goes. And bam, all the pistons move up. There you go. And the lava no longer can be seen. Yay. But anyway, I'm going to get that race for wool up. I'm going to continue my Terraria. And then I also have plans to start one of Vex maps with some other YouTubers. It's not going to be a ROM hack hard, because the only 2 that he has in that category are Legendary and the Nightmare Realms, and unfortunately I did both of those single player before I realized I could record. So I've gone through them. I do not think it would be very much fun for you guys to watch me play through a map that I've already played through. So anyway, those are my updates. So if you guys have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them. If you're an IRC, most of you usually just say something there. So yeah, all of those are legitimate. So, well, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.